Looking good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the health class this Sunday evening, class number 15. And all week long, I'm always learning about supplements and different things that would help a person to live a healthy life. There are certain supplements for anti-aging. There are certain supplements to take up um, the lack because of different things in the atmosphere, like what's called the mineral chelator, which is a chemical that was made by a company out of California that went into the air and the water and everything, and it's a mineral chelator, which means that it takes minerals out of people's bodies, and they could be fat as a horse and be starving to death because they do not have the ability to absorb the minerals from the food. And the body needs minerals in order to absorb vitamins. So we've discussed this in prior classes, but it's very important to know that because in today's world where we used to just go on like koshervitamins.com and find a multivitamin, and now all the labels read multivitamin and mineral. And the reason that that is like that is because of this chelator in the atmosphere that many people know that minerals are important. But one of the minerals that, two minerals that are very important to focus on, one is potassium, and we spoke a lot about potassium last week. But it is a mineral, a vitamin mineral that is it deals with the electrolytes, with the balance of water in the body, both being magnesium, the potassium as is electrolytes, but it works with the sodium, salt. A lot of people were taught as they were growing up that salt was not good for them. But salt is a very necessary nutrient in the body to balance out between the potassium and the sodium. So both are needed, and the body balances this out. Now, I'd like to share a little bit about that really quick. Let's see how we do. Hey, Google, the health benefits of sodium, salt.
On the website medlineplus.gov, they say, function. The body uses sodium to control blood pressure and blood volume. Your body also needs sodium for your muscles and nerves to work properly.
Excellent. Hey, Google, what does potassium do for the body?
On the website hsph.harvard.edu, they say, its main role in the body is to help maintain normal levels of fluid inside our cells. Sodium, its counterpart, maintains normal fluid levels outside of cells. Potassium also helps muscles to contract and supports normal blood pressure.
Okay, so many people think of potassium, bananas, and we eat bananas every morning. But being that first of all, the land doesn't rest every 7 years like the Torah says, and therefore a lot of the fruits and vegetables in today's world do not have the nutrients that they once had years ago. So we find that that is one reason, and then the mineral chelator is another reason. So basically, I personally found that my body was retaining some water years ago, and I praise Hashem that I prayed about it, and he made me realize that potassium could regulate the situation. So a doctor had recommended to me to take Lasix, and I was able to get off of Lasix and go on the supplements called potassium. Now I take 4 99 milligram potassium tablets every morning. Plus, I eat the banana. And some fruits and vegetables also have potassium. Let's see. Hey, Google, what fruits or vegetables have potassium?
According to Wikipedia, vegetables are parts of plants that are consumed by humans or other animals as food. The original meaning is still commonly used and is applied to plants collectively.
No. Hey, Google, what vegetables or fruits have potassium?
According to Wikipedia, vegetables are parts of plants that are consumed by humans or other animals as food.
Okay, he's
The
not
original
perfect.
meaning is
What
still
are we gonna
commonly
do with
used
him?
and is applied to plants collectively to
Forget
refer to
it,
all edible
forget
plant
it.
matter, including the flowers,
Hey, Google,
fruits,
no,
stems,
no,
leaves, roots, and seeds.
no, no.
Sorry, I don't understand.
What don't you understand, the N or the O? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, let's go on. We all know bananas have potassium. There are various other fruits and vegetables that have it. Maybe we'll have a better chance of defining this with this machine at the end. The next nutrient I wanted to focus in on, oh, and potassium is better to be taken in the morning because it can make a person expel excess liquid from the body, and you don't want to be kept going to the bathroom all night. So potassium is better to be, extra potassium is better to be consumed in the morning, therefore giving your body the ability during the day to expel any excess liquid. We are now going on to a very interesting nutrient called melatonin. And melatonin is famous for the fact that it helps people sleep. And most people know melatonin as though it was a supplement. But what most people do not know is that melatonin is a hormone that the body produces through the pineal gland. When a room gets darker, the body produces melatonin naturally. Therefore, me and my husband, when we know like about a half hour or so before we're going to bed, we lower the level of lights in the living room. So when we get to the bed, we're more sleepy, and it works like a charm. Besides that, the body naturally produces melatonin, but as a person gets older, less melatonin could be produced by the body. And therefore, there are supplements and there are foods. I personally highly recommend foods over supplements. Why? Because I have heard through various teachings that supplements can be where a person needs more and more and more, and that's not a good thing. But there are various foods that have melatonin in them, and one of them is milk. And it's amazing because quite a few months back, I thought to myself, when you were a baby, they gave you a bottle of milk, you drank it, you went to sleep. Must be something to that. So I started drinking a glass of milk before I went to bed. Interestingly enough, I find out afterwards that milk has melatonin. I like to put a little sweetener in there. I put some stevia. You can put cinnamon. There are various ways to flavor it. You can even take some blueberries and put it in a blender. It tastes wonderful with milk. But going on, there's milk, there's eggs, there's nuts. My husband and I buy non-GMO mixed nuts. They come in smaller packages. And we have these empty containers that we fill them with nuts, various kinds, like we call it mixed nuts. And before we go to bed at night, we have a dessert. We eat our dessert around 8 o'clock and we sleep at 9. So at 8 o'clock, We eat nuts. I drink milk. My husband eats various fruits. And we both sleep very well every night. Baruch Hashem. Thank you, dear God. So let me see if I can get this guy to cooperate, oy vey. Hey, Google, what foods have melatonin?
I found 15 on the website thesleepdoctor.com. What foods contain melatonin? Here are the first 3. Milk. A glass of warm milk is a well-known and common sleep remedy, and for good reason. Pistachios. Many nuts including cashews and almonds contain melatonin, but pistachios have a higher amount than the others. And tart cherries. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 5 more. Fatty fish, rice, goji berries, oats, and mushrooms. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
Interesting. Rice. I ate a lot of rice when I was in Puerto Rico, and it always had it always caused me to be sleepy afterwards. So now I know why. There's melatonin in it. Okay, very interesting. So let's go on. Melatonin also is wonderful at helping the body get rid of free radicals. Free radicals are produced by the body. They're kind of like the cleaning system of the body, and they need to be gotten rid of. And when a person's young, all that is taken care of. The body just does its thing. But as people get a little older, they need a little more help. I have come to learn that melatonin removes free radicals from the body, also excess vitamin C. So, and as I've taught before, vitamin C, the body will take what it needs and the rest comes out in the liquid of the body right away. It does not make reserves. Therefore, if a person, I personally take a couple thousand a day milligrams of vitamin C, but whatever you take, it's better to cut it in half and take half in the morning and half in the afternoon, because that way the body will twice take what it needs and eliminate the rest. Now, if it has excess, that excess will work on the free radicals in the body, which is excellent and very important. So, the next thing that I have come to learn this week, which is interesting, is that vitamin E, like egg E, is an antimicrobial and an antiviral. So, we know that what I call the cooties is out there in the world, which are sort of like the flu that comes in around a certain time of year, but they call it this COVID thing. And I have heard some studies this past week that vitamin E, one supplement, vitamin E, and another supplement called NAC, and that NAC has been discovered to also be an antiviral. These are over-the-counter supplements, usually made naturally from food. Let's find out if I can get some cooperation. Hey Google, what foods have vitamin E?
I found 11 on the website harvard.edu. Vitamin E is found in plant-based oils, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. Here are the first 5. Wheat germ oil, sunflower, safflower, and soybean oil, sunflower seeds, almonds, and peanuts, peanut butter. Want to hear more?
Yes.
All right, here's 3 more. Beet greens, collard greens, spinach, pumpkin, and red bell pepper. By the way, If you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay. Next on the agenda, and that comes in a supplemental bottle. It's easy to find. You just go online and you put NAC. For those who cannot do a search online, if you have my phone number, please call me. I'll give you the phone numbers of a couple different companies that manufacture that. And the one I'm looking at right now, the company is called Blue Bonnet, and it has a hexure. It's a cough K hexure par, NAC 500 milligram. So it is available. It's a preventative from the what I call the cooties that are out there that people are getting sick and dying from. Going on. There is an oil that exists. It's excellent. I found it in Walmart before. You can usually find it in the supermarkets as well. It's called MCT oil. This oil is made from coconut. Now, what is good about it, and you can use it for a salad or whatever you normally would put oil in, and it repairs nerves in the body. And usually if people have inflammation and things on that level, it comes from damaging nerves. People that are having issues with sugar, where they have like pins and needles in their feet or their hands, can also come from, God forbid, nerve damage. So the way to repair the nerves is by the consumption of MCT oil. It's natural, it comes from coconut. Next, and I even heard that they put some of that in coffee these days. Brussels sprouts, everybody knows what they are. Most people don't like them. But Brussels sprouts have alpha lymphoic acid naturally. Alpha lymphoic acid I take every morning to maintain and regulate the sugar levels and insulin in my body. There are various other good reasons for it. Let's see if we can get some cooperation. Hey Google, what does alpha lipoic acid do for the body?
On the website healthline.com, they say, alpha lipoic acid has strong antioxidant properties, which may reduce inflammation and skin aging, promote healthy nerve function, lower heart disease risk factors, and slow the progression of memory loss disorders. People also ask me, who should not use alpha lipoic acid? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website drugs.com, they say, do not take alpha lipoic acid without medical advice if you are using any of the following medications: insulin or oral diabetes medicine, medicines to treat underactive thyroid, such as levothyroxine and others, or cancer medicines.
Thank you. So basically, thank God I don't take any medicines anymore. My husband doesn't either. That we were able to switch over to all natural foods, and we look for organics, and we look for non-GMOs, and both of us, Baruch Hashem, will be healthy forever. God willing, we pray for that also. We do our best. Hashem does the rest. So, alpha lymphoic acid is taken in the morning. I take 300 milligram. What's that, milligram? Let's see. Wait. This one has Botin in it. I take, it's 300 mg. Is milligram, no? Yes. So, I find that it works very well. I'm very happy with it. Going on. There is something else very interesting most people don't know about, and that is called stinging nettle tea. And let's see if we can get some cooperation. Hey Google, the health benefits of stinging nettle tea.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. 6 evidence-based benefits of stinging nettle. Here are the first 3. Contains many nutrients. Stinging nettle's leaves and root provide a wide variety of nutrients, including 1. May reduce inflammation and may treat enlarged prostate symptoms. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Sure. Here are the last 3. May treat hay fever, may lower blood pressure, and may aid blood sugar control.
Excellent. Going on. We are now on the mineral called magnesium. Realize that potassium and magnesium are minerals. Remember, there's a mineral chelator in the atmosphere. So therefore, we have to make sure we have enough. The body needs magnesium and potassium. If it's not producing enough, we need to supplement with it. So, hey Google, the health benefits of magnesium.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. 12 evidence-based health benefits of magnesium. Here are the first 4. Involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions in your body. May boost exercise performance. May combat depression. And may support healthy blood sugar levels. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 4 more. May promote heart health. Boasts anti-inflammatory benefits. May help prevent migraine attacks. And may improve PMS symptoms.
Wow.
By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Yeah, someday you'll send it to the right place. Anyway, magnesium comes in natural foods. Some of the natural foods that have magnesium are green leafy vegetables, nuts, almonds, cashews, and Brazil nuts. And Brazil nuts also have selenium, which is also a very important nutrient for the body. Seeds such as chia seeds, caraway seeds, and dry beans. All these things have magnesium, interestingly enough. Hey Google, what does the body use selenium for?
On the website nih.gov, they say, selenium is important for reproduction, thyroid gland function, DNA production, and protecting the body from damage caused by free radicals and from infection. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
Selenium is a nutrient that the body needs to stay healthy. Selenium is important for reproduction, thyroid gland function, DNA production, and protecting the body from damage caused by free radicals and from infection.
So, something interesting to note. Most people know or have some idea of what metformin is. Metformin is used usually by people who have some diabetic 1 or 2 or whatever. It's a pill. It's a newly created substance. It is a drug. It is not natural. But that and berberine is not a chemical. Berberine is a natural substance from what I understand. And those two are being used in today's age for anti-aging. Let's get a little bit more background on berberine. Hey Google, what is berberine used for?
On the website webmd.com, they say, people most commonly use berberine for diabetes, high levels of cholesterol or other fats in the blood, and high blood pressure. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
People most commonly use berberine for diabetes, high levels of cholesterol or other fats in the blood, and high blood pressure. It is also used for burns, canker sores, liver disease, and many other conditions, but there is no good scientific evidence to support many of these uses.
Hey Google, is berberine a natural supplement or a chemical?
On the website webmd.com, they say, berberine is a chemical found in some plants like European barberry, golden seal, goldthread, Oregon grape, philodendron, and tree turmeric. Berberine is a bitter-tasting and yellow-colored chemical. It might help strengthen the heartbeat, which could benefit people with certain heart conditions. I also found an answer to this question: is berberine all natural? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website healthline.com, they say, berberine is an herbal supplement made from a chemical compound that naturally occurs in the roots and bark of a wide variety of plants. This article, barberries contain several beneficial compounds and have been used for centuries to treat a variety of ailments, ranging from digestive issues to acne.
That's interesting, huh? Going on. So, I wanted to point out that certain vitamins work for certain parts of the body and what natural foods you get them from. For example, beta-carotene is very famous. The orange in carrots and different fruits that have very bright colors in them is beta-carotene. It is also an anti-macula or prevention of what they call non-curable diseases. You can find beta-carotene in green and yellow and orange fruits and vegetables. Lutein, which is good for the eyes, protects against any disorders of the eye and chas v'shalom macular degeneration. It is found in green fruits and vegetables, especially leafy greens. Lycopene. Lycopene may reduce the macula or illnesses of the heart and more. And it is found in tomatoes cooked in oil and in watermelon. Zeaxanthin is an antioxidant necessary for eye health. It's found in yellow corn, mangoes, oranges, and egg yolks. Vitamin D, like David, crucial for bone and tooth health and may prevent autoimmune illnesses and the maculas. And cod liver oil, fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy have vitamin D, like David. We were looking for vitamin E before, and what foods have vitamin E? Vitamin E is an antioxidant that protects against the illness called Alzheimer, and macula, and issues of the heart. And it's found in wheat germ, almonds, other nuts, and cold-pressed vegetable oils like olive oil. Vitamin K helps with blood clotting, bone formation, and bone repair. It's found in leafy green vegetables, green tea, and alfalfa. Alfalfa, sorry. Yeah. Vitamin B1 enhances brain function and energy. It is found in brown rice, dairy products, egg yolks, legumes, and soy. Vitamin B2, essential for energy and immune support. Cheese, eggs, fish, poultry, spinach, and yogurt have B2, which is riboflavin. B1 is also called thiamine, by the way. B3 is called niacin. It adds healthy circulation and nerves and lowers cholesterol. Niacin, B3. It's in brewer's yeast, broccoli, carrots, eggs, fish, nuts, and wheat germ. Vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, fights stress, enhances stamina. Whole wheat bread, eggs, legumes, and peas have B5, pantothenic acid. B6, needed for growth and maintenance, reduces high levels of homocysteine. You can find that in bananas, brewer's yeast, brown rice, carrots, chicken, eggs, fish, oatmeal, whole wheat cereals, whole grain cereals. Folic acid or folate is important in generic, metabolic, and nervous system health. Reduces risk of some birth defects. Green leafy vegetables, liver, asparagus, and brewer's yeast have folic acid or folate. B12, which is a very important nutrient in today's world, and if it's missing, it can cause, God forbid, havoc. Let's see if we get a quick answer from him. Hey, Google, what are the signs of B12 deficiency?
According to Mayo Clinic, symptoms are rare but can include fatigue, breathlessness, numbness, poor balance, and memory trouble.
Wow. And so, B12 is needed for the blood formation and nervous system health. It can be found in kidneys, animal kidneys, liver, clams. We don't talk about clams and crabs. No, that's not us. Fish, eggs, and dairy. So tuna fish, scrambled eggs, and some good pieces of cheese. These from B1 through B12 are water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin A, D like David, E like egg, K like king, lycopene, lutein, beta-carotene are all fat-soluble vitamins. Why is that important? Because for the body to absorb them, water-soluble vitamins need liquid, need water. But oil-soluble vitamins should only be taken when you eat like eggs with butter or butter on your toast, whatever. It needs fat in order to be absorbed by the body correctly. Okay, we have now gone 33 minutes. We still have another portion of this class to go. Let's see where we're going from here. Zinc is another nutrient needed by the body for the immune system. Let's hear what he has to say. Hey, Google, what does the body use zinc for?
On the website mayoclinic.org, they say, zinc, a nutrient found throughout your body, helps your immune system and metabolism function. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
Zinc, a nutrient found throughout your body, helps your immune system and metabolism function. Zinc is also important to wound healing and your sense of taste and smell. With a varied diet, your body usually gets enough zinc. Food sources of zinc include chicken, red meat, and fortified breakfast cereals.
Well, that's good to know, right? Okay. A little extra thing to know is if anybody has any mucus problems, before you go to bed at night, you take some Vicks Vapor Rub, you put it on your feet, on the bottom of your feet. You put some socks so that the vapor rub doesn't mess up the covers or the sheets, and sleep like that overnight. From what I understand, it is a miraculous healing for any mucus issues going on. Lecithin, which comes, it's usually comes in like crackers, certain foods. If you look at the ingredients of the label, it has lecithin in it. It's usually wheat products. And lecithin, interestingly enough, is an antidote to problems with cholesterol. Something good to know. Now, this is a good one for women, actually men too, because the body produces something called progesterone. What happens is that as a person gets older, the body produces less. And one of the main functions of progesterone cream is an anti-wrinkling, anti-aging product. I have recommended that. I have it in the bathroom, and whenever I finish showering in the morning, I put some on my eyes, over my eyes, on my neck, around my mouth, and I also put it on top of my hands. And I have found that it works like a charm. I've recommended it to other people, and they go out of their way to call me back and tell me how great it is. So, progesterone cream can be found online. It could be expensive, but doesn't have to be. The one I buy is not expensive at all. I buy mine from a company called Source Naturals, and they have a website called sourcenaturals.com, and you just put a little every day, and it's marvelous. It works great, Baruch Hashem. All right, going on to the next agenda here. For those who would like to know more about the glyphosate or Roundup Ready that's in the atmosphere, that's the mineral chelator, there is a doctor out of MIT. She's the head scientist there, actually, and her name is Dr. Stephanie Seneff, Seneff. And she is a whiz and a half when it comes to all this stuff. But she has various videos that were uploaded onto YouTube that explain about what glyphosate does to the body and the fact that it's in the atmosphere and it's in the rainwater and it's in the rivers and whatever. So if you would like more information about that, please look her up. Now, she made one or two videos with another lady by the name of Dr. Kerri, Kerri Rivera. And Dr. Kerri Rivera her child had autism. And so she began to work with different things and experiment. And there's some pills you can buy if you're going camping, in order that if you run out of water, you can put these pills in the water from the rivers or whatever, and it'll clean and purify it so it can be drank. So she started making this water and giving 4 or 6 or 8 ounces, I'm not sure how much, to her child every so many hours. Well, she wrote a book called Healing Autism. It's available on Amazon, and she healed her child with this water. So her and Dr. Seneff made 1 or 2 videos on the YouTube, which are phenomenal videos to look up and listen to. You learn so much in such a little time. But going on, the next thing that is an anti-aging, which is highly recommended, which is something the body produces less of when people get older, is collagen. Collagen is what keeps the skin nice. And these days, praise Hashem, you can buy collagen supplements. Collagen also comes in different foods. Let's see if we get some cooperation. Collagen is anti-wrinkling. Let's see what we find out. Hey Google, what food can collagen be found in?
I found 17 on the website medicinenet.com. Food sources of collagen include the following. Here are the first 5. Fish, chicken, egg whites, citrus fruits, and berries. Want me to tell you more?
Yes.
Sure. Here's 3 more. Red and yellow vegetables, garlic, and white tea.
Nice.
By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Hey Google, the health benefits of green tea.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 10 possible health benefits of green tea. Here are the first 4. Contains healthy bioactive compounds, may improve brain function, increases fat burning, and antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 4 more. May protect the brain from aging, may reduce bad breath, may help prevent type 2 diabetes, and may help prevent cardiovascular disease. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
So for those who said that green tea was something good if it's cold outside and you can drink it, may I highly recommend that you make it habitual daily, because just what it does to the mind and the brain alone, with all the other extras, is definitely worth consuming. One more pointer I wanted to bring out, and that is excess vitamin D. We know that vitamin C, D, zinc are all for the immune system, but they have recently discovered that extra vitamin D3 can cause the body to keep the arteries and veins clear, and it's like an anti-clogging agent. So besides the fact that it's good for the immune system, it's also good to keep all the blood vessels and arteries clear. Baruch Hashem. We're going on to a few more pointers, and one of them is, did you know that drinking wine on Shabbos is healthy for you? Let me share that one. Hey Google, the health benefits of red wine.
On the website mayoclinic.org, they say, red wine, in moderation, has long been thought of as heart healthy. The alcohol and certain substances in red wine called antioxidants may help prevent coronary artery disease, the condition that leads to heart attacks. Any links between red wine and fewer heart attacks aren't completely understood. People also sometimes ask me, is red wine the healthiest alcohol? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website insider.com, they say, when it comes to a healthier alcohol, red wine is top of the list. Red wine contains antioxidants, which can protect your cells from damage, and polyphenols, which can promote heart health. White wine and rose contain those too, just in smaller quantities.
Okay. And there's also in red wine, a part of it is resveratrol. Hey Google, does red wine have resveratrol?
On the website mayoclinic.org, they say, because red wine is fermented with grape skins longer than white wine, red wine contains more resveratrol. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
The resveratrol in red wine comes from the skin of grapes used to make wine. Because red wine is fermented with grape skins longer than white wine, red wine contains more resveratrol. Simply eating grapes or drinking grape juice might be a way to get resveratrol without drinking alcohol.
Okay. What else did I want to ask him? Okay. Resveratrol is also anti-aging. So as you drink your little bit of Kiddush on Friday night, you should know that it's an anti-ager as well. That's some of the extra benefits of the Kiddush, right? There's another product that can be bought. It's a natural supplement, and it's called Quercetin. Now, Quercetin. Quercetin. Quercetin is found in red bell peppers, nuts. Let me see if I can get this thing to cooperate about this. Hey Google, how does quercetin benefit the body?
On the website webmd.com, they say, quercetin has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects that might help reduce swelling, kill cancer cells, control blood sugar, and help prevent heart disease. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
Quercetin has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects that might help reduce swelling, kill cancer cells, control blood sugar, and help prevent heart disease. Quercetin is most commonly used for conditions of the heart and blood vessels and to prevent cancer.
So that's good stuff then. It's also preventative. It helps the immune system to prevent illness. It's also used for healing as well. Okay, let's see what else we found here. Okay, one more thing I wanted to point out in this class is something called colloidal silver. Now, colloidal silver was made by our ancestors, and it's from way back when. And what they did is they used to take silver and boil it in boiling water, and some of the silver released into the water. My husband and I found he needed a little cream for a rash he had on his hand, and in Walmart we found a hand cream that had colloidal silver and oatmeal in it, and it healed up his hand right away. Let's see if we can get some information from the internet for this. Hey Google, what does colloidal silver do for the body?
On the website webmd.com, they say, you might also hear that colloidal silver helps treat conditions like cancer, HIV and AIDS, shingles, herpes, or eye problems. People also ask me, does silver fight infection? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website nih.gov, they say, the bactericidal activity of silver is well documented. Its benefit in reducing or preventing infection can be seen in several applications, including as a topical treatment for burns and chronic wounds and as a coating for both temporary and permanent medical devices.
Interesting. So lately, not only they found, and you can buy it online already made, colloidal silver. It's good for external, and I know that some people have consumed it. We'll have to do more research on consumption. But it's interesting, I heard a report not long ago about the fact that copper is an antimicrobial. Let's see if he has any information on that. Hey Google, is copper an antimicrobial?
On the website biomedcentral.com, they say, in 2008, The United States Environmental Protection Agency, US EPA, recognized copper as the first antimicrobial metal. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
In 2008, the United States Environmental Protection Agency recognized copper as the first antimicrobial metal. In vitro assays, solid copper surfaces killed 99.9% of microorganisms within 2 hours of contact.
Interesting, huh? So they have copper bracelets. I have a copper ring because it's just better to be safe than sorry, folks. And copper is not such an expensive metal, easy to obtain, but having it near the body is where it's an antimicrobial, not in the draw. But in any case, it's a very beneficial metal. There even, the report I heard is that they were making some sinks and shower handles and things in hospitals with copper because of the antimicrobial properties that it had, which is kind of interesting. Let me see if we have anything else needed over here. Okay. 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 Let's see, foods that you want. Okay. What I'm noticing is in a lot of stores right now, it's very hard to get fruits and vegetables that are non-GMO fresh. My recommendation to those who live in areas where it's hard to get them to go towards the canned. There are various very famous companies like Dole that are now making pineapple in the can, which is non-GMO. They are making, and also sugar-free and natural juices. There is vegetables, like I bought some mixed vegetables the other day canned. I'm not sure if it was Del Monte or one of those regular companies that have been around for years, but on the can it says non-GMO. Therefore, it's safer to have something canned that says non-GMO than to buy fresh things that we don't know how or what they were grown with most of the time. So if that's a help to us, some of the main important things to look for, organic or non-GMO, are breads. And I know they make bagels that are non-GMO. Every place I've gone, they have those. There's also very important that papayas be organic. And although we try to buy bananas that are organic, we've found organic ones that they were green and they turned brown. They didn't even get yellow. So something suspicious about that. So it's very important when you buy bananas that the label non-GMO, that you really examine them well to see if they look like normal bananas. And in order to be double safe, if you know what I mean. So it seems that we have a lot of people out of class tonight for whatever reason. And so the class will probably end a lot earlier than normal. I wanted to touch on one more nutrient before we close the class, and that is boron, B-O-R-O-N. It is a natural supplement, and I've noticed a lot of the multis have boron in them, so you want to check and make sure yours does, and if not, you want to buy the supplement separately. It is excellent for the bones. And people that are up there in years need to supplement on the bones to keep them good and strong. Let's see what my friend over here tells us. Hey Google, the supplement boron, what does it do for the body?
On the website FDA.gov, they say, some supplements can help assure that you get enough of the vital substances the body needs to function. Others may help reduce the risk of disease. Do you want a little more context?
No. Hey Google, boron supplement, what does it do for the body?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that, but I found something else. Do you want to know whether berberine reduces belly fat?
No. Let me see how, sometimes it's just wording it correctly. Let's see if we can get something better. What does boron do for the body? Hey Google, what does boron do for the body?
On the website rxlist.com, they say, boron is used for building strong bones, treating osteoarthritis, as an aid for building muscles and increasing testosterone levels, and for improving thinking skills and muscle coordination.
Wow.
I also found an answer to this question. How much boron should you take a day? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website webmd.com, they say, dosing. Boron is naturally found in water and foods such as nuts and vegetables.
Wow.
There aren't any specific dietary recommendations for boron, but it's estimated that most adults consume about 1 to 1.5 milligrams daily. In supplements, adults shouldn't consume more than 20 milligrams daily.
I usually take a 3 milligram in the morning, and that's it, once a day. Because I eat fruits and vegetables, and I can run back up with the food I eat. But if the body, usually when it comes to natural supplements, unlike medicines, 99% or 98% of them will just come out with the liquid in the body. The body eliminates what it doesn't need. It's very seldom or rare that a supplement could be taken too much of. Of course, we don't do ridiculous either. Most supplements come with labels on them, telling you what the dosage should be. And the other question you want answered is, do you take it in the morning or the evening? Because some supplements, for example, a multivitamin, can have certain vitamins like B12, which are like a strong cup of coffee, and you don't want to take that late afternoon or evening when you're trying to get some sleep. So it's important when you take supplements to know which ones need to be taken only in the morning. So other than that, if you have any questions or you have any problems with anything or whatever, we're here to help. I wanted to just touch on one more thing if the computer will cooperate with me, and that is, hey Google, the health benefits of coffee.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. 9 unique benefits of coffee. Here are the first 5. Boosts energy levels. May be linked to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Could support brain health. May promote weight management. And linked to a lower risk of depression. Want me to tell you more?
Yes.
What are the benefits of dietary supplements? Some supplements can help assure that you get enough of the vital substances the body needs to function. Others may help reduce the risk of disease.
You said, oh, you're a tester of patience. Yeah. Anyway, who's writing in here? Daniel. I can't see. Let me get closer. Daniel Maxwell. Scurvy is a vitamin C deficiency, and pellagra is a B3 deficient, and macula is a vitamin B17. And it must be B12 you were trying to write there. Deficiency. So the body is unable to stop the production of errant malignant healing cells because a person lacks amygdalin, whatever that is. Vitamin B17, never even heard of that one. Okay, we'll have to do some research this week on that. Thank you for your input, and nice to know that you're there. I'm going to look that up this week and bring it into next week's class. I didn't even know B17 existed. I thought we went up to B12 and we ended there. But let's find out about it, and I'll definitely bring information in. Research. LABTRILE. Okay, let's see what happens. Hey, Google, what is vitamin B17 used for?
On the website verywellhealth.com, they say, typically sourced from apricot pits and bitter almonds, amygdalin is used to make laetrile, a compound often claimed to aid in the treatment of cancer, despite little evidence of its safety or effectiveness.
Wow, very nice. So we just got some feedback on that one for sure. And people that are in that boat, definitely that can be a help. So is B17 natural? Hey Google, is vitamin B17 natural?
On the website cancerresearchu.org, they say, plants like lima beans, clover, and sorghum also contain amygdalin. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
What laetrile is? Laetrile is a partly man-made form of the natural substance amygdalin. Amygdalin is a plant substance found in raw nuts, bitter almonds, as well as apricot and cherry seeds. Plants like lima beans, clover, and sorghum also contain amygdalin.
Wow, and the visitor from the chat of the YouTube live says that B17 is contained within 1,200 seeds. Wow. So chia seeds is included in that, I imagine. And chia is very easy to consume. So many, even the crackers I have from Milton's has chia seeds inside. Looks like that, Milton's. And this one is called Original Multigrain, and it's non-GMO. And so I get chia seeds from there. There's caraway seeds, which are in rye bread. And I'm trying to think of other ones that are used usually. But everybody knows what a seed is for sure. No, I appreciate your input, Daniel. Thanks so much. That's really good to know. Even I learned something tonight. So, class is about over now. We've been an hour, and that's what this class is, an hour long. Daniel, come back and learn some Torah with us. If you like, let me see, barley grass and wheat grass, apple seeds, cherry pips, apricot pits, yeah, and locust seeds are high in B17. Interesting, very interesting. So tomorrow we have a Torah class. You can come in on the conference center, or you can come in on the Zoom. We don't open the YouTube live with my class until an hour after my husband. The conference center is 844-855-4444. When they answer, you put in the code 309-6693. If you don't come in right away when the class begins, which tomorrow will be New York time, 5 o'clock New York time? No, 7 o'clock. Yes, 7 o'clock New York time and 5 o'clock Dakota time, which is where we are in North Dakota. And if you come in right away when the class begins, you'll be able to be on the conference center. And then, or you can send me your email and I'll send you the link to the Zoom. If you want to send it on the chat now. Nice. The seed in the stone. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming into class today. So nice to see other people there. And we record everything. You'll find a copy of this video uploaded onto our YouTube channel, along with over 300 more videos uploaded on Yiska Levinson. Yiska spelled with a Y, Y-I-S-C-A-H. And we have most of those are all Torah. We have about 15 videos that are health, and the rest are all Torah. So stay healthy. May the Almighty, I say I do my best, God does the rest. So we also pray and ask Hashem, Almighty God, to use all these healthy things that we do and eat in order that He sustain our perfect health now and forever. Thank you for coming in, and we wish you blessings, or as we say in Hebrew, bracha, hatzlacha, v'simcha. And Daniel, we appreciate your input. Have a blessed evening. Please come back and see us again. Zai Gabench. Shalom, shalom.